Bro, I came across this story. I ain't gonna do my usual intro. This is why I be telling people leave the religious stuff alone. Y'all gotta hear. Y'all gotta hear this. This is crazy.
She was once on the reality show Paternity Court, trying to figure out who the father was of one of her children. This image is per Paternity Court's YouTube channel. Now, this mom is accused of the unthinkable, allegedly shooting four of her kids, killing two of them. What we're learning about her past from her time on Paternity Court to what she said about parenting just a couple of weeks ago. We're on The Case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Before I get into what this mom allegedly has been saying on social media about parenting and her time on that reality television show, I want to break down with you the horrifying scene that law enforcement in Texas say they came upon on Saturday of last week. It was October 4th. Police say they were called to this gas station in Brazoria County, Texas. That's south of Houston. It was around 5 o'clock in the morning. The 911 caller, they say, was Oninda Romelis. Deputies said that they didn't know why they were responding to this gas station.
How do you do this? Oh, and the reason why is it's out there. Now, I don't know if I can show anymore. I might actually get in trouble for showing what I showed. But apparently, she shot four of her kids. Two of them are gone. Two of them are gone. So I keep, and you know what? Let's see if I can.
This is still a mystery. At a news conference on Sunday, law enforcement would not share too much detail. Here's part of what they said per Fox slumped over inside the car, according to deputies, when they arrived at that gas station. Before I get back to this episode of On the Case, which is one of the most watched shows on YouTube, I need to stop and talk. Called 911. She said she couldn't talk about it. But when she was asked
Listen
again
to the reason why
about
she did it.
calling 911, she allegedly said, quote, "Instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them." Then, when the investigator asked, quote, "Do what?" Romelis allegedly said, quote, "Kill them all." Romelis then said she didn't call 911. She allegedly said she called, quote, "the devil." As Romelis continued talking, she said that she was ready to work, which detectives write in the court document that it just didn't make sense. Romelis did allegedly say that she had four children and said their names and their ages correctly, but when asked where they were, she allegedly said, quote, "the devil." When asked what she meant by that, she said, quote, "they're dead," and quote, "because you can't take me without me taking you." Now, at their news conference, deputies...
It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? Now, usually I do a little intro or something, but they're now two of the kids, they're okay, I guess. You know, I think they're in stable condition, but two of them aren't. They're gone. Two little kids. I don't think they say their names. I've watched this already, and I don't remember if they said their names. My half-blood brothers and sisters, we got to put this religious stuff down. Okay? We got to put this stuff down. Religion, this makes no sense. Okay, and what makes this horrible is it's a mother that done this to their child, y'all. A mother that did this to their kids. I'm like, dude, seriously. I mean, this isn't the first time this kind of stuff has happened either. All right? I mean, it's madness. I'm sorry, but... And yeah, the mama was black, sure. But white women do it too. White women do it too. Hold on. I'm looking for... Here we go. Now, this guy... Morbid Facts. All right. I want you to listen to this. All right. Come on, really? I just paid this.
C3. The photo on the right shows a Houston police officer reacting outside the home where Andrea Yates drowned her 5 children in 2001. She started by holding 3 of her boys underwater in her bathtub until they stopped struggling. She then drowned her 6-month-old Mary, whom she left floating in the tub. Her last living child, Noah, soon walked in and asked what was wrong with Mary, then ran when he realized what was going on. But Yates quickly caught up to the 7-year-old and drowned him as well. Afterwards, she laid the lifeless bodies of her children together in her bed. She then called the police, repeatedly saying she needed an officer, but refusing to say why. During the trial, the defense argued that Yates was severely mentally ill and not in control of her actions during the murders. She was in a deeply delusional state, believing she needed to murder her children to prevent them from going to hell. In 2006, she was found not guilty by reason of insanity and committed to a high-security mental hospital in Texas where she remained.
To prevent her kids from going to hell. There are more cases like this. Okay? What did Eddie Griffin say? Put the books down, they will fuck you up. How could you look at a child of any kind, a little baby of any kind, and think that could go to hell? With this most recent one. Okay? How could you look at your kids
She was once on the reality
and sit there and think, I'm going to send them to the devil? Shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I have a soft spot for kids. I do. I've said it before. When it comes to kids, my pit bull activates. All right. But this religious thing in kids, there's an uglier side to it. We remember why we can't have Boy Scouts anymore, right? Because they was touching the kids. We remember what the Catholics was doing? Touching the kids. Touching the little boys. Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl and consummated that marriage at 9. He was a child molester. You see what I'm talking about now? Can we leave the religion alone? I mean, this is awful. And those babies didn't do anything to deserve to die. I think the oldest one was 13. The youngest 2. Hold on, I got it up right here.
show asked whether she wanted to continue talking with authorities, and she said yes. Now, at first, when she was asked why she called 911, she said she couldn't talk about it. But when she was asked again about calling 911,
I'm sorry. I'm like I said.
Parenting and her time on that reality television show, I want to break down with you the horrifying scene that law enforcement in Texas say they came upon on Saturday of last week. It was October 4th. Police say they were called to this gas station in Brazoria County, Texas. That's south of Houston. It was around 5 o'clock in the morning. The 911 caller, they say, was Oninda Romelis. Deputies said that they didn't know why they were responding to this gas station, but when they arrived, they found that her 4 children were shot. They were inside the car. 2 children were dead, a 13-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl. 2 other children were injured. They are now in stable condition. They are 8 years old and 9 years old. Deputies say that it's
Can we put the religion down now? Because I thought Jesus loved the little children of the world. Where the hell is Jesus now? Where's your God now? I can tell you, God don't know we're here. Okay? No, I'm not a religious man, but I do believe that, well, science dictates God has to exist. Something had to say, let there be light. Okay? For every action, there is a reaction. For every cause, there is an effect. The first law of physics. So something has to exist, but you're looking at a being that is so far down either the technological or the evolutionary trail, we'll never catch up to it. This thing can create universes. Did you know a normal human being just trying to walk around the outer perimeter of our solar system will take 3,500 years? I looked it up. That's how tiny, that's just our little star. And our star is a marble compared to what's out there. It ain't shit. It's tiny. Our entire galaxy could explode right now. Right now. Andromeda wouldn't notice for another 600 to 700 years, depending on how close it is. That's how long it would take the light from the blast to get there. 6 to 7 centuries. Do you have any concept of how big the universe really is? We're nothing. We're nothing. Okay? And using this religious crap to kill little kids. This has got to stop. It's got to stop. And it's like I said, there are other cases out here. I just don't have the time to sit here and look them up for you. This video would be about 5 hours long. But this is madness. It's madness. Leave them babies alone. Stop this. Put the books down. Stop looking to God to solve all your problems. All right? I know you Christians and all y'all want to talk about you got an angel on your shoulder. I've read your scriptures. I've read them. Now, I couldn't understand some of it because they used that thoueth and neeth crap from back in the medieval times or whatever. I've even read some of the Quran. It's like Stephen King wrote a religious book. Do you really want one of them angels sitting on your shoulders? I want you to think about this. I believe they said it in the movie The Prophecy. And dude had a good point. Whenever God needed a slave, he sent an angel. Whenever God needed a city destroyed, he sent an angel. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Whenever he needed a message sent to the world, he sent an angel. Okay? Angels aren't fluffy Michael Landon touched by an angel. No, they're the soldiers. They're the servants of the Lord. These things don't know nothing about mercy. They don't know nothing about love or anything like that. Now, in the newer Bibles and stuff, they pretty and Disney the angels up. But in the original shit, the old shit, no. You saw an angel, your ass was in trouble. They're turning people in your city into pillars of salt because God doesn't like gay butt sex. But see, this goes a little deeper. Damn, it is raining crazy out here. Thank God, you know. Sorry. But, you know, it goes deeper because what this allows is for people to blame God when bad things happen, or say, use that as an excuse that God doesn't exist. God exists. God just doesn't know we're here. I have a question for you. Do you have a personal relationship with the bacteria in your gut? Do you have a personal relationship with your skin cells? Because I'm getting ready to hurt you religious people's pride a lot. We ain't even that to God. We're not. This thing can, and whole universes are created. Our galaxy isn't even a molecule in the Pacific Ocean. That's how tiny and insignificant the Milky Way is. And that's a galaxy. There are galaxies that make ours look like a cigarette, but so can we put the religion down and take control of our lives? We know it's wrong to kill your mother. It's wrong to murder people for no reason. It's wrong to take things that don't belong to you. It's wrong to lie on people. It's wrong to lust after another man's wife. Okay? It's wrong to profit off of misfortune. It's wrong. We know better. We know not to do these things. All right? Stop blaming God. All right? Stop blaming guns. Stop blaming knives for all this stuff. And we take back our power and we say, no, we're going to choose to have some self-control and some accountability and responsibility. God didn't make the world the way it is. Humans did. It was human hands that broke it. It needs to be human hands that fix it. You feel me? Now, I didn't do my intro on this one, but I will do my outro. Hey, look, man. Mixed people, you can stay in their system or you can join us in the mountains. And for the love of God, y'all be safe and y'all live well out there. Because as long as Trump is in that office, these fools are going to keep lashing out. I'll catch y'all on the flip.